Iran is one of the most misunderstood countries on earth, often reduced to headlines that focus only on politics, conflict, or distance, creating an image that feels narrow and incomplete. For many people around the world, Iran is imagined as a place defined by deserts and isolation, a country that exists more in news cycles than in reality. But beyond those assumptions lies something far more complex and deeply layered. A land shaped by thousands of years of civilization, where history, geography, and culture come together in ways that are rarely seen or fully understood. This is not just a single story or a single landscape, but a vast and diverse world where extremes exist side by side, constantly challenging expectations. Geographically, Iran is one of the largest countries in the world. But what makes it truly remarkable is not just its size, but the sheer diversity packed within its borders. Within a single journey, the landscape can shift from some of the hottest and driest places on Earth to regions filled with dense, ancient forests that have existed for millions of years. Towering mountain ranges cut across the country, including volcanic peaks that remain covered in snow for much of the year, while coastal regions open into humid environments shaped by entirely different climates. These contrasts are not distant from each other, but exist within the same national space. Creating a level of geographic variation that feels almost impossible. But Iran's story is not only written in its landscapes, it is also one of the oldest continuous civilizations on Earth, with roots that stretch back more than 7,000 years. At its peak, the Persian Empire became one of the largest empires in history, extending across continents and influencing cultures, languages, architecture, and science in ways that are still visible today. The legacy of that past is not hidden away in museums, but continues to exist in cities, traditions, and daily life, blending ancient identity with the realities of the modern world. What makes Iran even more fascinating is the way these elements coexist. It is a country where ancient desert cities developed advanced engineering systems to survive extreme heat, where underground water networks still function after thousands of years, and where cultural traditions continue to evolve while remaining deeply rooted in history. At the same time, modern urban centers reflect a completely different energy, creating a contrast between past and present that feels both striking and natural. Despite all of this, much of Iran remains unknown to the outside world. The country is rarely seen as a destination of exploration, and many of its most extraordinary places remain overlooked. This gap between perception and reality is what makes the journey through Iran so compelling, because every step reveals something unexpected, something that challenges what we think we know. In this documentary, we are not just visiting locations, but exploring a country that defies simple definition. From extreme deserts and ancient cities to vibrant cultural centers and hidden natural wonders. This is a journey across one of the most diverse and historically rich regions on the planet. And as the journey unfolds, it becomes clear that Iran is not a place that can be understood in a single perspective, but a world that must be experienced layer by layer, revealing its true identity over time. What makes Iran truly extraordinary is not just its history or cultural depth, but the sheer intensity of its natural extremes, a country where some of the most contrasting environments on Earth exist within a relatively connected landscape. In the southeastern region lies the Lut Desert, a place so harsh and unforgiving that it holds the record for the highest land surface temperature ever recorded on the planet. Satellite data once measured the ground here at nearly 70 degrees Celsius, a level of heat so intense that it pushes the limits of what life can endure. The terrain itself feels almost alien, with vast stretches of dark rock absorbing sunlight and releasing waves of heat that distort the air above them, while massive wind-carved formations known as coluts rise from the desert floor like the ruins of an ancient, forgotten city. At first glance, it appears completely lifeless. Yet even here, microscopic organisms have been found surviving against all odds, adapting to conditions that resemble what scientists imagine on other planets. But what makes this even more remarkable is how quickly this environment transforms when moving across the country. While the south and central regions experience extreme dryness and heat, the northern edge of Iran tells a completely different story. Along the southern coast of the Caspian Sea lies a dense and vibrant stretch of forest known as the Hyrcanian Forest, an ecosystem that has existed for over 50 million years. These forests are not only among the oldest on Earth, but also among the most unique, serving as a living remnant of prehistoric landscapes that once covered vast parts of the northern hemisphere. Here, the air is thick with moisture, the ground covered in deep layers of vegetation, and the climate feels closer to a subtropical rainforest than anything typically associated with the Middle East. The contrast is so dramatic that it challenges the very idea of what Iran is supposed to look like. Adding to this complexity is the country's ability to experience multiple seasons at the same time. While snow blankets the peaks of Mount Damavand, the tallest volcano in Asia, other regions remain warm enough for completely different activities to take place simultaneously. In one part of the country, winter dominates the landscape with freezing temperatures and alpine conditions, while in another, mild coastal weather supports agriculture and daily life without interruption. This coexistence of climates is not a rare occurrence, but a defining feature of Iran's geography, shaped by its elevation, mountain ranges, and proximity to different bodies of water. These extremes are not isolated phenomena, but part of a larger pattern that defines the entire country. From volcanic mountains and arid deserts to humid forests and fertile valleys, Iran contains a level of environmental diversity that is rarely found within a single nation. It is a place where nature constantly shifts between opposites, where survival depends on adaptation, and where every region feels like a different world waiting to be explored. And it is this constant contrast that sets the stage for everything that follows. Because the deeper the journey goes, the more unexpected these landscapes become. Iran's southern coastline hides a world that feels completely disconnected from the rest of the country. Far from the deserts and mountains, in the warm waters of the Persian Gulf, lie islands that look less like Earth and more like fragments of another planet. Among them, Keshem Island stands as the largest, yet also one of the least expected. This is not a typical tropical destination filled with resorts and crowds. Instead, Keshem offers a raw and untouched landscape shaped by millions of years of geological forces. One of its most extraordinary locations is the Valley of the Stars, a vast expanse of eroded rock formations sculpted into sharp ridges, deep canyons, and towering pillars. According to local legend, this valley was created when a star fell from the sky and shattered the earth, leaving behind this alien terrain. Scientists, however, explain it as the result of wind and water erosion over thousands of years. Yet even with this explanation, the landscape feels almost supernatural. As the wind moves through the rocks and narrow passages, it creates haunting sounds that add to the mystery, making it easy to understand why locals once feared this place after sunset. Not far from this valley lies another natural wonder, the Chaku Canyon, a narrow gorge carved deep into sandstone rock. Its walls rise steeply on either side, sometimes so close that only a single person can pass through at a time. During rare rainfall, water collects in natural basins within the canyon, sustaining small ecosystems in an otherwise dry environment. This balance between harshness and life is what defines much of southern Iran. Along the coastline, a completely different ecosystem appears in the form of mangrove forests. Here, saltwater trees grow directly out of the sea, their roots submerged beneath tidal waters. These forests, known locally as Hara forests, are home to birds, fish, and unique marine life, creating one of the most important ecological zones in the region. Despite its size and natural importance, Keshem remains largely untouched by mass tourism, giving it an almost hidden world feeling. Just a short distance away lies Hormuz Island, a place so visually surreal that it almost defies logic. Often called the Rainbow Island, Hormuz is famous for its intense colors created by rich mineral deposits, especially iron oxide. The most striking feature is its red beach, where crimson sand meets the waves of the sea, turning the shoreline into a deep, blood-like color as the water washes over it. But the island is not limited to red. Its hills display shades of yellow, orange, white, and even purple, forming a natural palette that looks as if it was painted by hand. What makes this even more fascinating is that the red soil itself is used by locals as a spice in traditional cuisine, connecting the land directly to everyday life. Despite being small enough to explore in a single day, Hormuz Island leaves a lasting impression because of how different it feels from anywhere else on Earth. Together, Keshem and Hormuz reveal a side of Iran that most people never imagine, a place where geology becomes art and nature creates landscapes that feel almost impossible. Deep in southeastern Iran lies a landscape so extreme that it challenges the very limits of life. The Dashti Lut Desert, often simply called the Lut Desert, is not just another arid region. It holds the record for the hottest land surface temperature ever recorded on Earth. Satellite data from NASA once measured ground temperatures here reaching nearly 70 degrees Celsius, a level of heat so intense that it can reshape the land itself. But what makes Lut truly extraordinary is not just its temperature, but its appearance. Vast stretches of dark basalt and sand absorb the sun's energy, creating an environment that feels closer to another planet than anything familiar. The silence here is absolute, broken only by the force of the wind as it moves across an endless exposed horizon. One of the most striking features of the Lut Desert is the Kalutz, massive wind-carved formations that rise from the ground like the ruins of an ancient, forgotten city. These natural structures stretch for kilometers, forming corridors and ridges shaped over thousands of years by relentless wind erosion. From a distance, they resemble skyscrapers or fortress walls, especially during sunrise and sunset when shadows stretch across the land, giving the illusion of depth and movement. Walking through this terrain feels disorienting, as if navigating through a place that was never meant for human presence. There are no permanent settlements here, no vegetation, and almost no water. It is one of the most inhospitable environments on the planet. Yet despite these extreme conditions, life has still found a way to exist. Scientists have discovered microbial organisms surviving within the salt crusts and rocks of the desert, raising important questions about the limits of life on Earth and even the possibility of life on other planets like Mars. This discovery has turned the Lut Desert into a place of scientific curiosity as much as natural wonder. It represents not just a geographical extreme, but a boundary where science, survival, and mystery intersect. Standing in the Lut Desert, the scale of nature becomes overwhelming. There are no landmarks to guide you, no sense of direction beyond the shifting patterns of light and shadow. It is a place that strips the world down to its most basic elements: heat, wind, and earth. And yet, within this harsh emptiness lies a strange beauty, one that feels both intimidating and deeply fascinating. From this lifeless expanse, the journey continues toward places where humans have not only survived, but built entire cities designed to outsmart the desert itself. As we leave the harsh emptiness of the Lut Desert behind, we enter regions where human ingenuity has met nature's challenges head-on. The cities of Kerman and Yazd in central Iran are remarkable testaments to how civilizations adapted to some of the planet's most extreme climates. These places are more than historical sites. They are living examples of survival, innovation, and architectural genius developed over thousands of years. In Kerman, the city is not just a gateway to the desert. It is a blend of bustling bazaars, intricate mosques, and quiet streets where centuries of culture and commerce intersect. The Genghis Khan complex, for instance, is a remarkable 17th century structure that houses a bathhouse, mosque, and bazaar. Its detailed mosaics, sunken courtyards, and soaring arches not only demonstrate aesthetic mastery, but also serve practical purposes, such as managing sunlight, ventilation, and temperature. But beyond the city center, the surrounding desert presents its own challenges and surprises. Just 150 kilometers away lie the Kalutz we saw earlier, a stark reminder of the desert's power and scale. These formations are not only visually dramatic, but historically significant, as nomadic tribes and travelers relied on knowledge of the land's contours for navigation, trade, and survival. The desert was never just a backdrop. It shaped the culture, economy, and identity of the people who dared to inhabit it. Yazd, on the other hand, is a city built entirely with survival in mind. Known as the City of Windcatchers, its skyline is dotted with tall, chimney-like structures called bagyrs. These wind towers are not decorative. They are ancient, highly effective cooling systems that direct even the slightest breeze into underground living spaces, keeping interiors surprisingly comfortable despite the scorching temperatures outside. The ingenuity of these designs demonstrates the intersection of architecture and environmental adaptation. Underground qanats, or water channels, extend for kilometers beneath the city, providing fresh water to homes and gardens using nothing but gravity. These networks have sustained communities for over 2,000 years and remain functional today, a testament to human foresight and engineering excellence. Yazd also preserves one of the world's oldest Zoroastrian communities. The Fire Temple, with its continuously burning flame for over 15 centuries, is a symbol of spiritual endurance amid harsh physical conditions. The city itself, a maze of mud brick alleys, rooftop terraces, and hidden courtyards, looks like a wave of sand-colored domes stretching to the horizon. From above, it is both mesmerizing and humbling, a civilization intricately woven into the landscape, not imposed upon it. The desert cities of Iran illustrate a powerful lesson. Survival is not just about withstanding the elements, but understanding them, respecting them, and building in harmony with them. Here, centuries-old techniques meet natural extremes, creating spaces that are functional, beautiful, and culturally significant. These cities are a bridge between human history and nature's force, showing that even in one of the world's harshest environments, ingenuity and resilience can thrive. Continuing our journey, we arrive in Shiraz, a city renowned not only for its history, but for the soul of its culture, poetry, and architectural elegance. Shiraz has long been celebrated as the heart of Persian literature, the birthplace of poets such as Hafez and Sadi, whose verses still echo through the streets and gardens centuries later. The city itself seems to breathe poetry, with each courtyard, garden, and mosque reflecting a deep connection to art, philosophy, and nature. One of Shiraz's most captivating features is the Nasir al-Mulk Mosque, famously known as the Pink Mosque. Every morning, sunlight pours through its stained glass windows, creating an intricate kaleidoscope of colors that dances across the prayer hall. The effect is mesmerizing and almost surreal, yet entirely real, showing the unique Persian ability to blend function, beauty, and spirituality. The mosque's arches, domes, and tiled walls exemplify centuries of meticulous craftsmanship, where every pattern and shade is carefully calculated to harmonize with natural light. Beyond its mosques, Shiraz is filled with tranquil Persian gardens such as Aram Garden, where carefully arranged trees, flowing water, and fragrant flowers create spaces designed for contemplation and reflection. These gardens are more than aesthetic marvels. They embody philosophical principles of symmetry, balance, and human connection to nature that have influenced Persian culture for thousands of years. Walking through these spaces, one cannot help but feel the presence of history, where the city's former rulers, scholars, and poets once wandered, and leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire. The tombs of Hafez and Sadi are not just tourist destinations, they are living cultural centers. Visitors leave handwritten poems among the flowers, reciting verses aloud or quietly, meditating, maintaining a ritual that has lasted for generations. Shiraz, in this way, is a city that preserves the intangible as much as the tangible. Its beauty is not only in its architecture or gardens, but in the enduring cultural spirit of its people. Shiraz also holds the Shah Cheragh Shrine, a masterpiece of mirror work, where tiny glass tiles reflect light across walls and ceilings, creating an almost infinite shimmer. The effect is breathtaking, turning spiritual devotion into a visual spectacle. This mirror work technique demonstrates both technical skill and a deep understanding of light, space, and perception, a hallmark of Persian architecture. But Shiraz is more than monuments and gardens. The city's streets pulse with life, blending modern markets, traditional tea houses, and quiet alleys lined with historical buildings. Local cuisine, vibrant bazaars, and the aroma of roses create an immersive experience that connects visitors to the city's heritage. Shiraz's charm is in this blend of history and living culture, where every corner tells a story of centuries past, yet remains relevant today. To fully understand Shiraz, one must appreciate it as a living poem, an intertwining of light, architecture, poetry, and history. It is a city where the past and present coexist harmoniously, offering a glimpse into the depth and richness of Persian civilization, and leaving visitors with a sense of awe at how beauty, art, and human ingenuity can thrive together in harmony. From the poetic elegance of Shiraz, we now travel to Persepolis, the ceremonial capital of the Achaemenid Empire, one of history's most formidable civilizations. Built over 2,500 years ago by Darius the Great, Persepolis was designed to awe, impress, and convey the vast power of the Persian Empire. The site sits atop a massive terrace, overlooking the surrounding plains, and its grand scale and precise planning reveal a civilization capable of both architectural brilliance and administrative genius. Walking through the Gate of All Nations, visitors are immediately struck by its grandeur. The gate, flanked by colossal stone bulls and intricate reliefs, once welcomed delegations from every corner of the empire, from Babylon to India, Ethiopia to Greece. Each relief tells a story of tribute, diplomacy, and power, with figures bearing gifts to the king, a testament to the empire's far-reaching influence and cultural sophistication. The carvings, despite being weathered by centuries, retain an elegance and clarity that communicate the meticulous artistry of Persian sculptors. Beyond the gate, a series of monumental staircases and terraces lead to vast halls once lined with gold, silver, and precious stones. The Apadana Palace, for instance, could hold thousands of guests during ceremonial events, each column intricately decorated to reflect both religious symbolism and imperial authority. Even today, one can imagine the sounds of royal processions, ceremonial music, and the quiet murmur of ambassadors from distant lands walking these same stone floors. Persepolis also tells a story of ambition and destruction. In 330 BCE, Alexander the Great famously invaded the city, burning its grand halls, an act that some historians argue was a calculated political statement, while others see it as the unintended result of celebration and chaos. Today, the charred remnants and toppled columns stand in stark contrast to the meticulously carved reliefs, creating a haunting juxtaposition of human achievement and vulnerability. Yet, despite this devastation, the site remains a powerful symbol of Persia's enduring legacy. Every detail in Persepolis reflects the empire's worldview. From the ceremonial staircases carved with symbolic lions and mythical creatures, to the expansive audience halls, the city demonstrates how art, politics, and religion were deeply intertwined. Even the layout of the terraces aligns with natural landscapes, showcasing the Achaemenids' respect for geography while asserting dominion over it. Visiting Persepolis is not just a journey through stone and ruins. It is an immersive encounter with history itself. Each column, relief, and staircase offers insight into a civilization that valued knowledge, organization, and artistic expression on a scale rarely matched in human history. It is a place where one can feel the weight of empire, the ambition of rulers, and the grandeur of a society that shaped the course of the ancient world. Persepolis is more than an archaeological site. It is a narrative of human ingenuity, power, and the impermanence of even the mightiest empires. Standing among its ruins, one cannot help but reflect on how civilizations rise, flourish, and leave behind stories carved in stone that continue to inspire awe thousands of years later. From the ruins of Persepolis, we journey to the heart of Iran, to a city that has long been celebrated for its beauty, symmetry, and architectural mastery, Isfahan. Often referred to as half of the world in Persian lore, Isfahan is a city where every street, square, and building seems purposefully designed to evoke harmony, balance, and elegance. Its grandeur is not just in scale, but in the intricate details that capture centuries of Persian artistry and urban planning. At the center of Isfahan lies Naksh-e-Jahan Square, one of the largest city squares in the world. Surrounded by monumental mosques, palaces, and bazaars, the square is both a social hub and a showcase of Persian ingenuity. The Shah Mosque, with its soaring minarets, 7-colored tilework, and expansive prayer hall, epitomizes Islamic architecture's ability to blend spirituality with visual grandeur. Light streams through the dome, creating a mesmerizing interplay of color and shadow that shifts throughout the day, transforming the space into a living painting. Adjacent to the mosque stands the Ali Kapı Palace, whose music room was carefully designed to enhance acoustics. Every note, every whisper resonates through the high-ceilinged chamber, demonstrating how architecture and art were seamlessly intertwined. Meanwhile, the Sheikh Lotfollah Mosque, smaller yet no less refined, was built for private royal worship. Its subtle tile patterns and intricate dome reflect a delicate sophistication that complements the city's monumental structures. Crossing the Zayande River, one encounters the iconic Co Pol, the 33-arch bridge, which doubles as both a practical crossing and a public space. At sunrise and sunset, its reflection in the calm waters creates a perfect symmetry that has inspired poets, painters, and photographers for centuries. People gather here to socialize, play music, and watch the city light up, experiencing a moment that has remained unchanged for hundreds of years. Isfahan's beauty is not limited to grand monuments. The city's urban planning reflects a deep understanding of social spaces, climate, and aesthetics. Narrow alleys, verdant gardens, and interconnected bazaars ensure both functionality and delight. The Grand Bazaar, with its vaulted ceilings, mosaic walls, and intricate passages, has been a commercial and cultural center for centuries. Here, merchants, artisans, and shoppers create a living tapestry of Iranian tradition, commerce, and daily life. Walking through Isfahan, one realizes that the city is more than architecture. It is a statement about human ambition, culture, and refinement. Every structure, every tile, every carefully aligned axis is a testament to a civilization that valued perfection, order, and beauty in every aspect of life. Isfahan embodies a philosophy of life where art, nature, and human ingenuity coexist in harmony. It is a city that tells the story of Persian urban sophistication, where every corner invites admiration and reflection. Even today, standing in its squares, walking its bridges, and exploring its mosques, visitors feel the pulse of a city that has been celebrated as half of the world for centuries, a living testament to Iran's cultural and architectural brilliance. Leaving the bustling elegance of Isfahan behind, we travel to a quieter, more intimate corner of Iran, the city of Kashan. Often overlooked by travelers in search of grand monuments, Kashan holds a different kind of splendor, one of hidden luxury, subtle artistry, and ingenious desert architecture. Nestled on the edge of the central Iranian plateau, Kashan is a place where traditional Persian homes showcase centuries of innovation, designed to master the extreme climate, blending form, function, and beauty in ways that modern architecture still admires. As you stroll through the city, the first impression is of silence and stillness, a sharp contrast to the vibrant life of larger cities. Yet beneath this calm lies a history of wealth, culture, and architectural mastery. The historic houses here, such as the Tabatabai House and Borujerdi House, are masterpieces of Persian residential design. They feature multiple courtyards, intricate stained glass windows, wind catchers, and underground chambers. These structures are more than just homes. They are climate-engineered marvels. Tall wind catchers called badgirs channel even the slightest breeze into the interiors, cooling rooms naturally without any electricity. The courtyards are designed to maximize sunlight in winter and provide shade in summer, while hidden water channels maintain humidity and comfort. Walking through the narrow alleys and under the vaulted ceilings, one notices the precision of Persian artisanship in every detail. Carved wooden doors, plaster decorations, and intricate frescoes combine to create a visual feast for the eyes. Many of these houses have secret tunnels and subterranean passages connected to the city's ancient Qanat system, allowing residents to access water and escape the desert heat efficiently. In this environment, luxury is not ostentation, but a deep understanding of survival, comfort, and aesthetics intertwined. Kashan is also home to the Sultan Amir Ahmad Bathhouse, an architectural marvel that reveals traditional Iranian bathing culture. Its turquoise-domed ceilings, mosaic tiles, and carefully designed steam chambers demonstrate a profound understanding of space, acoustics, and social interaction. Visitors can still experience the gentle warmth of the heated floors and the cooling shade of the domed interiors, appreciating the harmony between design and human need. Beyond architecture, Kashan is renowned for its rosewater production, a tradition that has been practiced for centuries in the nearby village of Kamsar. Each spring, locals distill rose petals into fragrant water using age-old methods that have changed little over time. This fragrant liquid is not only a cultural symbol, but also a testament to Kashan's intimate connection with nature and tradition. Despite its understated appearance, Kashan reflects the elegance, ingenuity, and resilience of Iranian culture. Unlike the monumental displays of power found in cities like Isfahan, Kashan's charm lies in its quiet sophistication, where every architectural detail, courtyard, and decorative element tells a story of desert survival, artistic mastery, and centuries-old craftsmanship. It is a place where history and daily life coexist seamlessly, offering visitors a glimpse into the refined and thoughtful world of Persian residential design. In Kashan, luxury is measured not by wealth or opulence, but by the seamless integration of human needs, natural forces, and aesthetic perfection. It is a hidden jewel in Iran's vast desert, a city where the past lives vibrantly in every home, courtyard, and street, waiting to be discovered by those who seek more than just grand monuments. From the quiet, historical charm of Kashan, we shift our focus to the beating heart of contemporary Iran. Tehran, the sprawling capital city where ancient traditions coexist with modern ambition. With a population exceeding 13 million, Tehran is a city of contrasts, chaotic yet structured, traditional yet progressive, noisy yet intimate. Streets hum with life as colorful hijabs brush past sleek glass skyscrapers. Street food vendors offer saffron-infused rice beside high-end cafes, and the constant movement of cars, buses, and motorcycles paints a picture of relentless urban energy. Here, the past and present are inseparable, each shaping the character of a city that refuses to be defined by a single story. One of Tehran's crown jewels is the Golestan Palace, a masterpiece of the Qajar era. Its mirrored halls, mosaic-studded walls, and intricately designed courtyards showcase a blend of Persian craftsmanship and royal opulence. Every room tells a story, from ceremonial chambers designed for grand audiences to private salons adorned with intricate paintings and stained glass. The palace serves as a reminder that Tehran's history, though modernized, remains deeply connected to centuries of cultural and artistic heritage. The city's national jewelry treasury is another testament to its grandeur, housing some of the world's most dazzling treasures: emerald-studded crowns, ruby-encrusted globes, and ceremonial swords. The collection reveals the historic wealth of Persian dynasties. Access is tightly controlled, with only a few visitors allowed per day, emphasizing the priceless nature of these artifacts. This treasury not only preserves Iran's opulent past, but also illustrates how the capital continues to guard its cultural identity amidst modernization. Yet, Tehran is not merely about history and wealth. It is also a city of paradoxes and contrasts. High above the streets, the Malad Tower rises 435 meters, piercing the skyline as one of the tallest structures in the Middle East. From its observation decks, visitors can witness the city's immense scale, the juxtaposition of congested urban neighborhoods with tree-lined boulevards, and the distant Alborz Mountains that frame the metropolis in natural grandeur. Tehran is where urban density meets geographic majesty, a city that constantly balances modern growth with natural beauty. Venturing beyond the skyline, Tehran reveals hidden cultural gems. The city is home to sprawling bazaars filled with spices, carpets, copperware, and teas, echoing centuries-old commerce routes while adapting to contemporary life. Cafes, art galleries, and theaters flourish amidst historic mosques and traditional gardens, forming a tapestry that reflects Tehran's multifaceted personality. The streets tell stories of resilience, creativity, and the delicate interplay between progress and tradition. What sets Tehran apart, however, is its role as a city of contradictions. On a single street, one might encounter a centuries-old mosque next to a gleaming shopping complex, a street artist painting murals beside a historical monument, or a family selling rosewater from Kamsar, while futuristic vehicles zip past. The capital embodies Iran's very essence, a nation where history, culture, innovation, and natural diversity converge in a vibrant, dynamic tableau. Tehran is also a city of observation, where the mountains to the north and the city below create a constant reminder of Iran's geographical diversity. On clear days, the snow-capped peaks of the Alborz Range dominate the horizon, a symbol of endurance and majesty. These mountains are not just scenic backdrops. They shape the city's climate, culture, and identity, influencing everything from recreational activities to architecture and urban planning. In Tehran, the past is never far from the present. Ancient craftsmanship, royal legacies, and cultural traditions live side by side with skyscrapers, bustling streets, and contemporary lifestyles. It is a city that teaches balance, resilience, and adaptability, offering a microcosm of Iran itself, layered, complex, and endlessly fascinating. As we explore Tehran, we see how modernity does not erase history, but rather weaves it into a new narrative, one that is dynamic, challenging, and undeniably Iranian. Rising majestically above northern Iran, Mount Damavand is not only the tallest volcano in Asia, but also a powerful symbol of endurance, legend, and natural beauty. Standing at 5,610 meters, 18,406 feet, its snow-capped peak dominates the Alborz mountain range and can be seen from over 100 kilometers away on clear days. More than a geological wonder, Damavand holds deep cultural and spiritual significance in Persian history. According to legend, this mountain is where the tyrant Zahak was chained, a story told in the Shahnameh, Iran's national epic. For centuries, Damavand has inspired poets, travelers, and pilgrims, representing the connection between nature, myth, and identity. Its presence commands both awe and respect. Climbers are drawn to Damavand for its height and challenging conditions. Sudden weather changes, strong winds, and thin air test even experienced mountaineers. Volcanic vents release light sulfur fumes, reminding visitors that the mountain is dormant but still active. Despite this harsh environment, alpine plants and wildlife survive here, showing nature's resilience. Beyond adventure, Damavand plays an important role in the region's ecosystem. Its snow feeds rivers and supports agriculture and nearby communities, making it both beautiful and essential. The mountain offers striking contrasts, with green lower slopes and rugged, barren heights above. From the summit, sunrise casts light across the valleys, creating a view that has inspired generations. Mount Damavand is more than a peak. It reflects the spirit of Iran, strong, historic, and deeply connected to nature and legend. High in the Alborz Mountains of northern Iran lies the legendary Alamut Valley, a remote and breathtaking landscape where history and nature meet. This valley was home to the Nizari Ismaili sect, famously known as the Assassins, and their fortress, Alamut Castle, perched atop steep cliffs. The castle was built to control the surrounding mountains and valleys, with secret passages and watchtowers that made it nearly impossible for enemies to attack. Alamut Castle became the headquarters of Hassan-i Sabbah, the leader of the assassins, who used strategy, secrecy, and careful planning to maintain power. Today, the ruins still tell the story of a society that thrived in isolation, blending ingenuity with the natural fortifications of the landscape. The valley itself is stunning, with pine and oak forests, misty peaks, and hidden waterfalls, making it a paradise for explorers and history enthusiasts alike. Walking the trails of Alamut, visitors can see why this location was chosen as a stronghold. The steep cliffs, deep gorges, and panoramic views of the valley reveal both the natural beauty and strategic importance of the site. Wildlife, including mountain goats and birds, add life to this ancient fortress, reminding visitors that nature and history coexist here. Alamut Valley is also a testament to human resilience. The inhabitants created terraces for farming, maintained water systems, and adapted to the harsh mountain environment. Even today, the valley feels like a place suspended in time, where stories of strategy, survival, and secrecy echo through the cliffs. For anyone exploring Iran, Alamut Valley is an unforgettable destination. Its castles, hidden paths, and legendary tales capture the mystery of a country layered with history, natural beauty, and ingenuity. Visiting Alamut gives a unique glimpse into both the extraordinary landscapes of Iran and the people who shaped its past. Northern Iran offers a striking contrast to the deserts and mountains of the south, revealing a lush, green world that feels almost untouched by time. The Hyrcanian forests, stretching along the southern coast of the Caspian Sea, are over 50 million years old, making them older than the Amazon, one of the last surviving temperate forests on Earth. Walking through these forests, you encounter towering oak, beech, and hornbeam trees, mist-covered hills, and a rich diversity of wildlife, including leopards, deer, and countless bird species that migrate through the area. This region, with its subtropical climate, rainfall, and foggy mornings, is unlike anything else in Iran. Villages are built to blend seamlessly with the landscape, and locals continue traditions that have survived for centuries. Streams and rivers carve paths through the forest, creating waterfalls and natural pools, while moss and ferns carpet the forest floor. UNESCO recognized the Hyrcanian forests as a World Heritage Site, highlighting their ecological and historical importance. The Caspian Sea itself adds another layer of beauty to the region. Its calm waters, green mountains, and abundant biodiversity create a peaceful contrast to the rugged landscapes elsewhere in Iran. From fishermen casting nets to small villages thriving along its shore, the sea and forest together form a fragile ecosystem that has endured millennia. Visiting the Hyrcanian forests and Caspian coast offers a glimpse into an Iran rarely seen. It is a land where nature thrives alongside human history, where ancient trees whisper stories of survival, and where the vibrancy of life is preserved in one of the world's most extraordinary green regions. Nestled in the East Azerbaijan province, the village of Kandavan offers a rare glimpse into a way of life that has endured for centuries. Unlike traditional settlements, Kandovan's homes are carved directly into volcanic rock formations, creating cone-shaped dwellings that blend seamlessly with the landscape. These structures were formed from ancient lava flows from Mount Sahand, and their design provides natural insulation, cool in the scorching summer and warm in the harsh winter. Walking through Kandovan, you notice that these are not museum pieces. Families still live here, passing down homes and traditions through generations. The village contains multi-level homes, complete with modern amenities such as electricity, running water, and even Wi-Fi, all within 700-year-old stone walls. Narrow pathways wind between the cones, creating a maze-like village that seems frozen in time, yet fully alive. Local legends speak of the healing properties of natural springs that run through the village, believed to help with kidney and other ailments. Visitors can fill bottles with the fresh water and experience a small part of the village's unique charm. Every angle of Kandovan looks like a scene from a fantasy film, with the stone structures rising dramatically against the surrounding landscape. The village is more than just architecture. It is a testament to human adaptability and ingenuity. In a region defined by volcanic activity and rugged terrain, the people of Kandovan have found a way to live harmoniously with nature, creating a lifestyle that merges history, culture, and practical design. The Kandovan is a living example of how tradition can survive in the modern world, offering a window into an extraordinary Iranian heritage that few outside the country ever see. Our journey concludes at Lake Urmia, once one of the largest saltwater lakes in the Middle East, now a stark reminder of environmental change. Decades of dam construction, irrigation projects, and climate shifts have caused the lake to shrink by over 80%, leaving vast stretches of cracked earth where water once shimmered. The once blue waters are now reduced to isolated pools, often tinged red by salt-loving algae, while flamingos occasionally return during the brief wet seasons, adding a surreal touch to the desolate landscape. From above, the salt flats form patterns so intricate that they look like abstract art painted by nature itself. Villages that once thrived along the shoreline now struggle with the effects of the lake's disappearance, as livelihoods dependent on fishing and agriculture face new challenges. This environmental collapse is not just a local issue. It serves as a warning about the fragility of ecosystems and the long-term consequences of human activity on the natural world. Yet even in its diminished state, Lake Urmia retains an eerie beauty. The shimmering salt crust reflects sunlight like broken mirrors, and the surrounding mountains create a dramatic backdrop that underscores the lake's former grandeur. Visiting this place evokes both awe and reflection, a reminder that even the most resilient landscapes are vulnerable. Lake Urmia is not just a lake. It is a story of survival, adaptation, and the urgent need to respect the natural world before it slips beyond recovery. A country impossible to define. As our journey across Iran comes to an end, one truth becomes clear. This country cannot be confined to a single story. Iran is a land of contradictions, where ancient deserts and lush forests coexist, where towering mountains rise beside vibrant cities, and where millennia of history intersect with the pulse of modern life. Every corner reveals a new layer of culture, innovation, and resilience, challenging assumptions and inviting discovery. From the scorching sands of the Lut Desert to the rainbow-colored hills of Hormuz, from the poetic streets of Shiraz to the symmetrical splendor of Isfahan, Iran is a mosaic of human achievement and natural wonder. Underground aqueducts that have served villages for thousands of years, wind-catching towers that defy the desert heat, and cave villages still inhabited today, all speak to the ingenuity and adaptability of its people. Iran is more than architecture and landscapes. It is a place of stories, legends, and living traditions. Volcanoes steeped in myth, forests older than the Amazon, and salt lakes that warn of environmental fragility remind us that nature and culture are inseparable here. Tehran's bustling streets and modern skyline stand in stark contrast to timeless villages. Yet both coexist seamlessly, reflecting a society that embraces its past while forging a path into the future. Visiting Iran is not just a journey through space, but through time. It is a journey that challenges perspectives, expands understanding, and leaves an indelible mark on anyone who experiences it. You could spend a lifetime exploring its deserts, mountains, cities, and forests, and still feel that there is so much left to uncover. Iran defies labels. It is not simply ancient nor merely modern. It is not only dry or lush, not only one culture or another. It is all of these things at once, layered, complex, beautiful, and endlessly fascinating. And in that complexity lies its true wonder. This is Iran, a country impossible to define, yet impossible to forget.